What's going on, guys? Man, it is getting hot out there. It's finally summer, and what that means is our EDC is officially changing. And what does that mean? Well, it's going to be more minimal. I'm not going to be carrying a lot of large items because I don't have a sweatshirt all the time. I don't get that big pocket up front with me. Sometimes I wear basketball shorts or a coat. Don't have the coat no more. So I don't have a lot of pockets. So we're going to double down on the EDC, shrink it down quite a bit. And I have been, and I'm going to show you that. But I got one item that is a huge game changer when it comes to more minimal EDC. Before I get into that item, I'm going to go ahead and show you what's in my pockets right now. Let's go. The first item is not even in the pocket. That's how minimal we're going. I'm carrying a neck knife, and not only a neck knife, but a neck flashlight. That's how minimal the EDC is going down here. So first on the neck knife is a Rolivon A8. This is a flashlight that I have actually shown before, and I think it's super important to always have illumination, lighting, especially if you're like me. I work late hours, and man, I'll tell you, walking up and down the stairs, gotta look out because my kids' toys everywhere. And I don't want to stub my toe, but I also don't want to flip the lights on because it's late at night. They just got to sleep or they've been sleeping. I don't want to be the one to wake them up. If you're a dad or a parent, you get it. So the Rolivon A8 is a super nice flashlight. Flip it on like this. It's got a couple different modes. You can double tap it, and that's how you turn the main mode on. Flip it through its series by just tapping it, and then the very last time, it is actually the moonlight, which is super cool. Double tap it, and then it goes through the series again. Press and hold it down, it's off. Here's one thing I didn't show on that previous review is 1, 2, 3, 4. You've now got a light here. So if you're hanging it like this, kind of a safety light, tap it again, it gets brighter. 1, 2, 3, it goes to a UV light, which is pretty cool. You know, that's gonna be something that, use your imagination at a hotel. Maybe you got some glow in the dark Ranger eyes here. You know, you wanna illuminate them, something like that. I think it's cool. I honestly like it. And then tap it once and it goes to a red light. This is kind of like a safety light. So I do a lot of camping. I put this on my kids and they can run around and I don't lose them. They're young kids. Tap it again and then you got kind of like a strobe light or a blinking SOS light. Tap it again, it goes faster. It goes kind of like a pulse. Tap it again, it goes back to that UV light. Double tap it, back to the light, and it's a super versatile light altogether. I really do like it. And of course, I know you guys have been eyeballing it. I got the TCAL DP1. I'm just a super huge fan of TCAL knives, and this is a perfect minimal, small EDC neck knife. You can wear it in your fifth pocket. However, I did add a bead on there because, well, when it's a small knife, you need something more to grip onto. I really like it. And this can also second as a pry bar. This thing is super heavy duty. TCAL, made here in the US of A. He is a retired military in the Marines. I believe he was a helicopter mechanic. Don't quote me on that. I forget. But anyways, he makes amazing knives, amazing gear, and I've got a ton of them. Here I got a Night Stalker, one of my favorite EDC fixed blades for self-defense. I've got a Combatant here, which is probably one of my second most used knife. A bunch of them. But anyways, this one has been my most carried fixed blade knife around the neck. Second is the watch. I've been wearing a G-Shock so much. I really enjoy them. They're lightweight. They got to be black, of course, for me. In the winter, if you've been following my channel, I wear, automatic, like dive style watches, like this. I like to also mod them, the Seikos. They're great watches, but sometimes it can be a little too dressy. You're all having a squirt gun fight, and it feels funny with the kids. So wearing a G-Shock in the summer, it's super light, it's super versatile. I love it. I carry those other watches, like they've been kind of like my go-to watches because they are reminiscent of 007, James Bond. I'm a huge fan of James Bond, but this one is the one from Mission Impossible. This is the DW6900U. He wore this one in a couple movies. Obviously there's another one, but that wasn't a G-Shock. And this is also one that I believe in Bud's the Navy SEALs get one of these. If the military can use it, I certainly can too. The other one is the Cassiope. Jeremy Cyrus, I'll admit, probably got me on this one. The other one is kind of a homage because this is the BB. This is the 5600. Everybody's probably seen one like this, but I got an all black one with this cage on there. I'm a huge fan of it. They're so light. I'm gonna put that back on the wrist because I think telling time is important. A lot of times for me though, I'm always on the go-go. And it's more for me just to know how late I am. I hate to admit that, but that's typically what that means. Let's go in the pockets here. So on the right, I've got my Chavez Street 229, the reverse tux. And this has been a grail knife for me. This is the Gen 3 without the Hellboy horns, no screws in the forehead on that bad boy. Love that. I love me some micarta, so this is like one of my most grail knives. You've seen my other one, I love it. This one is not M390 though. I kind of am sad about that one. This is going to be the CPM S35VN, a very solid blade steel still, but that's what's in the right hand pocket. And then on the left, I've got a leather slip from Awesome Hank holding a Boker Tree brand traditional knife. I love traditional knives, and this is one that my dad really liked. He likes Boker, and it's got two blades in here. You know, I'm a fan of having extra blades because, you know, food prep, things you cut. But this is the Tree brand. It's got D2 blade steel. This one, like I said, my dad is a fan of these traditional knives. My grandfather always carried them. And I got this one and my dad said, you're never going to carry that because it's too nice. Well, now it's kind of like a game. Like, I'm going to carry it because, you know what? You said I wouldn't. And then, of course, on the left-hand pocket, you got to have the chapstick. It's Minnesota. It's hot, it's cold, hot, it's cold. I don't want to have chapped lips, so that is what's in the pockets right now. I'm going to put them back in the pockets actually because I'm not going to lose them. A hat is always on me. I'm a huge ball cap guy. I always wear one. And sunglasses because it's summer. I don't have them on me because, well, I'm down here and, well, it's dark. I don't need it. Also in the pocket, I failed to show this, is the phone. This is an iPhone 15 Pro. I'm not going to go ahead and talk about the phone or anything like that. What I'm going to go ahead and talk about is the case in the phone. This is basically my wallet. Super minimal. So my wallet here, I got my cards, I got my identification that goes in that front one. I took it out because I don't want you guys to see my picture. It's bad. It's got a little spot here for cash, but you can't put a lot in there. It doesn't hold a lot. This is literally just super minimal. Got like one bill in there just for emergency cases, right? Well, then you're like, well, what if you carry cash? And that's where the game changer comes into. The Data Crew Large Fry. So this is a super awesome pouch. I have been carrying the first one that didn't have the lanyard hole on there. I'm so glad there's a lanyard hole on the actual production ones here. I carried this for literally the moment I received it. And what I did here is I'll show you kind of a couple different loadouts. And if you saw it in the beginning, carrying my sling bag in here. I'm not gonna open this up here because, well, the thing that's in there, I don't know if I'm gonna get demonetized. I may have to show you guys that though one of these days. If you guys like that, go in the comments and tell me if you guys wanna see that kind of stuff. But I have the pouch also on here, and I've got it on a key ring or a carabiner, and I got it on this little hook here. Let me take it off and I'm going to show you guys a couple different ways to use this pouch. So the first one, I'm going to show you kind of the original. My wallet's been on my phone, but I would use this back one here for my dollar bills. So if I'm going to a swap meet, I'm going to a garage sale, or just need cash, that's where I'm going to put the cash in there. And then on the other side, I was carrying coins. Well, right now I've got, I've got a TCal coin and the John Wick Continental Hotel coin. So those are the coins, but you can put, your other coins in there. My wife actually stole the black one from me. She's got her own now and she loves it. She uses it for her wallet. That's what she does. And of course, it's got some loop on this side. And on this side, I've got a Polka pen. It's super light. You know, if you know these Polka pens, they're super minimal, super light, and I think it's important to have a pen. The other day, I had to sign something, and before the guy could hand me the pen to sign it, I already had a pen out. And then I got a pry bar on the side. This is from Voyage Blade Works. Just a super, super awesome, lightweight, small titanium pry bar. I don't carry a wallet every single day, but when I'm out and about, I can carry this in the back pocket. But you see how it's missing that? It's missing a lanyard. And that's where these ones come in. Oh, these are awesome. So if I have this one, super easy. I'm a huge fan of the lanyard. Pull it out, boom. I don't typically wear things in the back pockets, so I can wear them up front. There you go. So let me show you a couple different loadouts here. The first one that I showed you in the beginning that you didn't even know was on there was on the sling, on the carabiner. This one is an important piece to me here. There's a pouch here, or a pocket. I've got the SOG PowerPint. This is the best, in my opinion, and I'm sure you've heard it before from other creators, best multi-tool for EDC. Mine is very broken, let me just tell you that. Super broken that I literally can't even hold it without it falling down. And that is why it is a pouch multi-tool. I have a Leatherman that I put on the belt, but this one I like to put in the pouch as kind of a backup if I don't have another one on me. Well, I typically carry a knife on the right hand side, so this would end up on the left hand side. But what happens is every time it's in the pocket, it would just like, I put my hand in there and it would end up like this, and it was cumbersome. So that's why it's on the pouch. It's perfect spot for here. I've got a couple other things here. I've got the Galvanox extended bit tool. On there is a ratchet. And you can use your PowerPoint. You don't have to have a Leatherman to do this. Put your PowerPoint right in there. Get that in the right area. And now you've got a nice ratchet tool. All right, now you're asking, okay, cool. Where are the bits at? Well, Galvanox is actually making a much better one than Leatherman. I think that these might be better. I'm not going to say that, but I hear that the hardness is actually harder on these than the actual Leatherman ones. What makes this better though is it's double-sided. So you don't have to sandwich two of them in there. It's perfect. You got all your bits on there, double-sided. These are the flat bits, and that fits perfectly in this pocket right there. Love it. And then on the inside here, I do have the shorter one, which is the extension. So I've got two sizes of the extensions. I got a shorter one and a longer one. So if you don't want to go super long, super crazy, there you go. Now you've made this whole pouch right here a specialized, multi-tool pouch. Obviously there's more than just that, but that's one thing that I have been using this one specifically for. And now it's just my go-to grab bag for the sling bag. I do throw it in the slings also. I can also put this in the pocket. It's just really kind of cool to have with me at all times. Moving on to the other two. These are going to be more like my everyday grab and go, put them in the pocket type carries. First one I got here is the green. Oh yeah, with the orange lanyard, super cool. On this side here, I've got the Olight, the i3T. Just a super easy flashlight. Nothing crazy, it's small. It's one that I don't care if I lose it kind of situation. And then I got on this side a pen. This is from Big Idea Designs. My favorite so far. Changed my mind, Big Idea. I need a different one to check it out here. I actually have another one right here. I don't have any affiliations with them, so discount codes as far as these go, I'll get some of my buddies to give me theirs to put down in the description. So if you guys like the Big Eye pens, they fit perfectly. Like, look at the size. It's just perfect in there. Put that in there. And then the knife that has been rotating in the pocket, I have it here right now because like I said, these are kind of like a grab and go, is the Worksharp RMX. Yes, the guys that brought us the Precision Pro A, the Worksharp sharpeners are my favorite. I got a couple of them, but this is the RMX, the newest knife. I don't even think this is actually out as far as making this video. So when you see this, you might see this earlier than the actual release of the knife. It is so light. We're talking about minimal EDC, lightweight, easy to carry items. The RMX is super, super light. This one is made out of magnesium. It's a full integral frame, so this is super easy. You see that it's in an automatic mode. You can take this out. It's very easy. It comes with the tool. Take the pivot out, take it out, pull the spring out, and then you can have a manual mode. So states like the one I'm in right now, unfortunately, don't allow you to carry that, so you can swap it out to the manual one. There's no thumb studs, no flipper tab or anything like that. You just click the lock, swing it open, hit the lock, swing it closed, use centrifugal force. Otherwise, you put in the automatic mode, and I'm telling you guys, it is incredibly light. So that's why I love it as a pouch knife or in the pockets. I've been carrying it so consistently, and for some reason today that's not in the pocket. I don't know why. I threw the choppers in the pocket this morning. But inside there is going to be a Hank from Awesome Hank, microfiber on the back. Orange matches the lanyard on the pouch, and it's got a little choo-choo train. Gotta have a Hank, it's summertime. And then on the inside of there, it's orange. I love that. And on the other side here, I don't know if I showed this very well, but these are separated pockets. Go ahead and go there. And then I've got the notorious beer bomb on this side. It's just kind of like a grail piece here. It goes with everything. I like taking pictures. Obviously, if you follow me on Instagram, you know that. This one I've got loaded out here. I actually don't have anything up there. I would probably put a knife in there if I wasn't carrying one, but like I said, this is a grab and go bag. Same idea. I've got the Big Idea pen on this side. Another one, yes, because it just fits so perfect in there. And then I've got an Awesome Hank pry bar with a pocket clip. Super convenient to have that in there. I believe in having a pry bar. Like I said earlier, you can use your knife, but I cringe. And then on the inside here, what do we got on this side? Orange again, of course, I should show you that. It's orange. On this side, I've got stuff really for my kids, also for photography. Dice for the kids to play with. They are also great for photography. Just a black dice here. I dyed a couple years ago, and then these are actually handmade by my friend Blacksmith EDC. He made these, put little bees on there for the one. These are just great. And then the other thing that's for the kids and myself is a fingernail clippers. Fingernail clippers are super important. I know we're talking about minimal EDC. I've been maybe showing some stuff that maybe I don't necessarily need, but these are important. One day driving on the road, I got halfway to our destination. My son in the backseat goes, "Dad, I got a hangnail," and he was complaining about it. And I always teach kids, don't bite your nails. It's not a good idea. Always use a fingernail clippers. So luckily I had a fingernail clippers on me. And from that day forward, I was like, sold. I'm always gonna have a fingernail clippers on me. So that's a very important piece. And then moving on to the other side, the split pocket is another Hank. And what would you know? It's the Data Crew Awesome Hank collaboration with the Reaper on the front there. Got Topo on the back. A Hank is super important. It's hot outside. Wiping the sweat off your face, using that microfiber to clean the phone, your sunglasses. Maybe you got some sunscreen on there. You want to clean your sunglasses with this. A Hank is so important. Laugh at me all you want, guys, but a Hank is important to me. But check that out. But these are the pouches that are coming out right now. I believe by the time I'm launching this video, these should be available. If not, be on the lookout. I'll put a link down in the secret group so you can get an early access to these here. They're great. They're great for hanging things, you know, off of pouches, off of slings. They're great. Oh, I should have showed you guys this here. This is the bag it comes in. That looks like a large fry. Look at the lines. Just super cool. I wanted to show that off here. As far as things you can do, you can put a lanyard on there, you can put a carabiner on there, you can clip at things. You could even put a little ring on there, maybe want to carry it like around your neck, kind of an idea like that. Like I said, it's summertime, you never know. You want to go ahead and grab your pouch and drop it right in there. That lanyard is so nice just to pull it right out. This is another sling from Data Crew. This is the Snack Break Sling. It's got these loops here so you can put a sling over your neck, however you want to carry it. This is pretty awesome here. This is another one, like I said. Go ahead and, if you want to see more about this one, go ahead and check out this video right here. Everybody have a great rest of your day.